Well, hey there everybody, welcome back to the Getting Dirty Off-Road channel. Behind me, 1971 GMC. This one holds very special meaning to my wife, as it was her great-grandpa's truck. He purchased brand new. Now as he passed on, it was given to the wife, but of course Grandpa, he wanted to keep her over here and tucked away and, you know, put his eye on it whenever he felt like. So unfortunately, we've come to a time where it is truly passed on to the wife, as both of her grandpa and great grandpa have gone. So with a sad heart, we are gonna take it home with us. I think we've already decided we're gonna call it Floyd, as was her grandpa and great grandpa's names. So just joking around in the pickup last night, and I think it's Floyd. Floyd's probably gonna do it. So anywho's, let's take a look at this guy and we'll see if we can bring her back to life. So, classic GMC grill, dual headlighters, 1971. It's 1500 V8. That's a pretty cool badge on there. Little history here. Her great grandpa bought this truck brand new. Her grandpa kept it around here, completely original, dirty as can be. Sun is, unfortunately, the sun has done its damage. Definitely horse pasture dirty in here. But as you can see, I mean, the radio, everything, it's all fully original. Custom, definitely custom. Got the old inner tube lined. I don't know if those are even bias plies. I'm not sure. They're old. Says we got the disc brakes. I'm not sure, but at this old camper shell, you know, if it was in a little better shape, I'd like it a lot more, but it's still cool. The old Red Dale Jr. Big steel stock bumper, you know, it's back here. Who's to say? I mean, it's been sitting in this very spot long as I've known my wife, truthfully. So she's collected whatever kind of didn't have somewhere certain to be, got collected. Now down this side we got a little scraper here. You know, that might have been out in the trees on a deer hunt, because them old guys, they weren't scared of these two-wheel drives getting up in the hills. Got a little swooper here, you know, we call that character. Still got the custom badge and the old V8 badge up there. That's excellent. It's mirrors, both mirrors are good. They're just tucked in out of the way. Got proof of the old hunting trips in the back window there. Unfortunately, we all know what this stack of leaves and trees means. Probably got some rust through right there. I hope not, but probably. Notice the top, you know, this strip rail this morning. I was looking, and really the top is great. There's no holes in anything. The hood, like I said, unfortunately, she sat out here in the sun all of her life. So I don't know. We'll clean it up good and decide which way we're going. But right now I'm checking the tire pressures. Now, a few months, I don't know, maybe it's been 6 now. I put air in all of the tires because they were flat. Can't really see good on this side. Over over here, I mean, you can see how far down in the earth she was. Blew up them tubes, and surprisingly they've held. I gotta check the back ones yet, but again, you can see how far down there she was getting. That's unfortunate. Any of you guys know how to pop that back out without causing problems? Let me know. Let's see. 2 of 1994. That's so long ago they used 2 stickers. We don't do that anymore. It's 1 single sticker. But anyway, old school plates there. Now, my wife and I, well, we've been married 21 years this past month. And, oh, shoot. 22, 23 that we've known each other. So 23 years I've known this truck. And if I'm shooting you straight, 1 time I've seen it run. Just back here idling. I didn't even see him drive away in it, but that's a long time ago. Let's see what we got in this one here. Can't tell really by looking at the earth. It has some. It's enough to get it moved. Confirm over here. Good enough. Okay, so those have held, and like I said, it's, I don't know, maybe 6 months ago I put air in all 4 of them. They were all down. So that's good. The tubes are holding up. And really, you know, I'd like to do one of those will it drive home type of videos, but them old tires, you can see 9 miles, maybe 10 before complete separation. So unfortunately I don't think we're gonna take the will it drive 300 miles home, but we are gonna go with the will it start and crawl on the trailer by itself. So up here, now I already know it's complete. I mean, like I said, this is a family rig here, but let's pop the barn. All right, them suckers are stiff. Now here's a can. Like I said, I was looking at it however long ago. I had the hood open, and them bad boys were tight, so sprayed a little juice on them. Let's go ahead and do that again. I'd rather make an oily mess on the inside than to damage the hood. So I don't know, right there, kind of the pivot points, maybe the spring. That ain't gonna work. Pivot point, another one, and down in there. Let's just loosen her up a bit. Oh, did I miss that one? I did. I don't know. Anywho's, this is what we've got in here. I'll refresh my memory. I know he told us stories about this engine all the time. So, from what he said, and here you can see, 350 cubic inch 4-barrel carburetor. But he said what really made it special is it has a stainless steel crank in it. I don't know. I just don't know. But this is what we've got in her. So, let's see if she'll light off for us and give us a little good information. So better get this, take this out of the way. It's pretty dirty in here, so I'm happy he left this on there. Like I said, he didn't mess with this much at all. It's pretty well original. Okay, good that filter was in there. I mean, it's nothing crazy, but the spider condo has definitely erupted in today's economy. Get that little guy off from there. What else we got? Oh, we got this tube right here. Heat exchanger. Oh, it's got a little screw in it down there. Oh, there we go. Then we got this big ol', I mean, that must be where all the magic happens, is down through that. Lift that off. We'll just put her over to the side for the moment. And there, now we're down. We're down to where we can do something. So, let's see what happens. And I'm back. The kids just brought some of the bale over, so you know, had to feed the beast. Also realized I was wearing my completely inappropriate hat, so if that offends you, I'm sorry about that. Went ahead and switched out. So now we're gonna mess around with this carburetor just a little bit. Oh, it moves. That's good. Maybe I'll spray a little of this just because. We'll get it everywhere. Lube it up. Actually, it made quite a difference. Okay, so now that we've done that, what I want to do is tap into this sucker. I think I might just try a little electric pump from the get-go here for a minute, and then move, you know, from there. I don't know what is taped to this thing, but we need to find that out. What is this thing? This is a stack of magnets. Now, I guarantee you there's a reason that was taped to the fuel line. It's got the old steel fuel line all the way up, pumped to the carburetor. And I'll bet you he taped this onto there because he had something getting in the carburetor, possibly. I don't know. Trying to catch it with the magnets. Small guy tricks. I don't know what that trick is. If you guys do, let me know. It's pretty interesting. Okay, so since this is a hard line from the pump up to the carburetor, I don't think I'm gonna mess around with it, with the electric pump situation thingy majigger. So maybe, I'm thinking, we should just dip the tank and see if there's anything in it. I'll bet you it's dry. Probably full of dirt, but I'll bet you it's dry, so let's check that. Is this gonna work? I think so. I think so. Oh yeah, she's dry. There's some crud down in the bottom. There's a little bit of junk in the bottom of the tank, it looks like, you know, to be expected, but it's dry. So now I think maybe I'll just dump some gas in it. It's only got to run long enough to get on the trailer. I would like to drive it home, but I ain't got no tires. And the way things are going at the moment, it's best I use the trailer. Okay, so I'll dump about half of this. We'll go about half in the tank. Then if something doesn't work out, I've not wasted all of it. Okay, that's gonna do back there for now. I think I'll go find something to fill up the bowl in the carburetor. That way we're not cranking all day on her. Now I could have found a different fitting on for the carburetor. Everyone and the Lord himself knows there's probably definitely one here. I'm just lazy and don't want to look, so it's for me right now, and it's probably better that I'm not poking around things, poking the bears, you know. Okay, so right here I got one of these squirt cans, pumper style. Looks like it's clean enough. I managed to find some 2-cycle oil, probably from the Clinton administration, who knows. get us a good shot of this up in there. I mean, there's not much left. Might as well use it. Perfect. That'll be just fine. Now I'll dump a gallon of gas trying to get this filled up. Okay, actually, surprisingly, didn't spill much. Oh, we will now though. Sure. Too full, like always. Now the reason I'm doing this 2-stroke oil and gasoline in a squirt can mixture is, well, partially because it's what I got here, but mostly because the YouTubes told me to. Apparently it's a good idea to have a little bit of oil in the top of this on these old dry starts. It helps lubricate the top of the cylinders a little bit till you get some oil moving. Well, it took all of that pretty quickly. The old Q jet. Must have some pretty big bowls. I don't know much. I mean, if it works or it don't, that's what I know. I'm just gonna go ahead and refill it. Well, shoot. I'm gonna probably say that's enough. Now, let me see. I doubt it, but will it spray? It's actually squirting in there. I can't even believe that. Not that the accelerator pump's necessarily great, but it is putting something in there, so we can work with that. We'll find out. Okay. Now we'll connect these old crusty battery cables. For some reason, they've got the old European cable connector systems on there, and that couldn't have been in 1971. I mean, if I'm wrong, you guys let me know, but anyways, I brought a battery for that, so we'll get on that here now. Okay, so brought this one with me. She's a Dura Start. You know, one of those ranch and home places. I'm cheapskate. Anyways, set this in here and see if we can figure anything out. You know, it's got the security cables on there, so got to make sure those are in the right position or it's burned out. Okay, let's do the fire test. No sparkles. That's good, no sparky. Boy, that one is just rounded off. Hence the pliers. Farm style here, just grab a pair of pliers, crank her down. Okay, let's take it in for a second. Smells fine. So that's good. Okay. No issues. I don't smell anything weird up inside the cab or out here. Or don't see any smoke trails anywhere. So I think we're going to move on to checking that ignition system. I'm lazy, so we're going to do it the easy way and twist on the stick in there and see what happens. Oh, I just tried that and it won't turn. So maybe it has the wrong key stuffed in there. I don't know. Take a look. Maybe a little shot of lubricant right down the tumblers. Maybe I got to pull it out and figure that out. I'm not sure, but we'll get it. Okay. Honta. I'm still looking through the key collection. Now this is the stick that was in there for, I don't know, probably since it was brand new. So I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be in there, but it just won't turn the tumbler. I've tried pushing in, nothing. I've tried pulling out a little bit, nothing. Wiggle up, wiggle down, nothing. I don't know. So while I'm digging through the key collection, I'm just gonna shoot a little. Maybe them tumblers are just stuck in there. And anyways, I'll bring you back when I get it to turn. Okay, kids. It's only been a couple minutes with that lubricator sprayed in the inside of the ignition tube on the tumbler situation thingamajigger or whatnots, and by golly, I got it to turn. So you all watch out here. We're gonna check the ignition right now. Just in case. Well, sad to say, absolutely nothing. So, maybe we better take another look into something a little bit deeper. And I was hoping it would just crank right up. Well, all the wires are down there and accounted for. Really, there's nothing been chewed on in this truck either, luckily. So, I mean, everything's here, even the evaporative emissions canister and all of that. So, it's all complete. None of the wires to make it spin around in circles is a problem. So, I fear it's stuck, but we'll find out. Okay, now, because I'm lazy, let's smack the starter first. all know that's not going to do anything. So, we should try anyway. I mean, from in there, I'm hearing the click of the ignition stick, but is there any clicks out here, you guys? Come on, you're supposed to be helping me out. Ugh. That's gotta be it. What do we think? What do we think? I think there's a wire off down there, but guaranteed this ain't got nothing to do with it. The horns are unhooked. I bet that was a problem. Now, I think we're gonna have to get the hold of that crank down there and figure out what's going on. Those cables ain't really worth much either, so maybe there's something there. So I think we'll get a feel for it. What size we got? What size have we got? It's about that size. Okay. Okay, did I select? No. I knew that was going to happen. Nope. Okay. And another one. Okay. So it looks like it's going to be this 5/8 spark plug socket with the 3/8 to 1/2 inch adapter. You know, use what you got. Let's see here. Maybe I can't. Maybe it's too long. Golly. Oh, that might work. It's turning. It might be tight, but it's turning. Ouch. 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 That one really hurt. Tell you what, the edge of that frame is sharp. Man. timing mark to see that we made a full circle, but I can't find it. I can't find it, and it's making me bleed. So it's turned around. It's got to be a full turn now, but it's turned around. I haven't felt anything dragging, catching, or any of that other business. So maybe these cables just, I mean, really they look like shoestrings, but maybe they're just not giving us enough. I don't know. Let's think about it and go from there. Well, I've tried to find a wire brush, one of those Emmanuel styles. I don't know. If I was at home, I'd probably trip over 3 of them, but anywho's, kid left his drill in the back of the old lady's truck, so hey, I did happen to find a, what is that, a retina ruiner? I think maybe these cables are not making connection. That one's pretty bad. Ouch. Easy now. Well, get out from behind there so I can get to it. There. Oh yeah. We'll take the rubber and everything off from there. That's actually pretty good. All right. Now it's shiny. We were pretty bad shape on that one for sure. Okay, that's back in. Let's try it. Okay, that didn't work. I guess we'll move on over to the ground house. Yeah, it's pretty bad too, I guess. Now, come on. Oh, I'm really starting to get irritated right at this very moment. Come on. Why can't you just work with me? You're not going to get to stay here and die. You're going home. Maybe. Just maybe. No. No. Now we'll tuck it through that little clamp right there. How about that? No? Come on now. Come on. Stop it. Now, in the time that I have fought with this, I could have just done it by hand. Jeez. Fine. It's good enough. Okay. I did get a little... Get a little zapper there. Okay. Naturally, we're gonna try again. Don't go through everything. Just go until it'll go. And of course, you already know the story. It ain't gonna go. So now what we're gonna do here is we're gonna take this shoestring ground strap off from the cylinder head right here, and we'll clean on that. I can hear some clickies as I remove the ground, but you know, I think it's just barely enough power for the accessory system. I don't know. Yeah, anyways, so what I'm gonna do at this very moment, I think, take it back off the battery. You know, like I said, shoestrings. Gonna go over to the garage, and I'll either do the bench mounted wire wheel hot knots or see if I can find another cable. There used to be a bunch around here. Well, either I forgot where the cable stash was, or it no longer exists. So I went ahead and rebuilt this on the old bench grinding system. So now we just got to scuff her up down in here so it has a nice clean place to live. Oh hey, I was wondering why that star washer wasn't on the bolt head. It's on the block side. Anywho, that was a pretty good catch up there on the grill. I can't believe that. Just a little more. Okay, that's pretty shiny. So now if this doesn't work, and I got to start going in onto that starter because of the cable down there and whatnots, well, we're gonna have a problem. We're gonna have a serious discussion. Good and tight. Oh yeah. Make me wonder who put that on there later. Okay, let's try that. Well, that didn't work, so I think I'm gonna have to jack it up. Okay, so now I don't have one of those lone wolf triggers. I got a screwdriver. It's got a little spark down there, but can't seem to make the connection, so let me try this other side. Can't get nothing there. Let me try the key. Key's on. I'm just trying to cross the solenoid on the starter and see if it'll go. I think I'm probably gonna have to pull the starter. I don't know. Nothing across that. Will all be. So, I think at this moment, I'm going to take this other boot string off that goes down to the starter and look at it. So it looks like there's a clamp down there I'm going to have to fish it out of. Okay, so I got it off the side of the block there. That was just one of those bend them over styles. You know, got another one to take off.
Oh boy.
Okay, 3 days later I got that clamp off. Okay. Set this to the side. I'll put it back on there. First I gotta figure out why won't it spin. You know what's funny is this cable's black, but it does have the positive mark. Well, maybe for giggles we should check this battery. Does this thing even work? I don't know. Maybe. Oh, it's kind of broken. Well, it says, it tells me 10.3. That should still be enough to bump the starter, don't you think? I don't know. Probably not. Well, maybe I should put a charger on there and try to figure out what I'm doing. I mean, you guys know, I have no idea what I'm doing. Just gonna do it anyway. Charger. Just as well charge a bit while we're trying to decide what to do. Wouldn't be the first time I brought a dead battery to the party. Okay, we're gonna go until that boils over. Meanwhile, I think I may go grab some new cables. It's probably not the problem, but at least then we'll know. So, get it taken off from here. Kind of in the use what I can find mode, which is a bummer, but that's how she goes. Okay, before I drop the starter, I'm gonna try new cables. Seems reasonable. I don't know. Probably wasting my time. But I'll be back. Okay, so I've decided we're gonna go from these spaghetti strings up to jerky sticks. You're not gonna believe this either, but that parts store told me that they don't make the red ones anymore. I don't know. Maybe they're just advanced. Not sure. Anywho's, we're going from whatever that is up to 4 gauge. This probably isn't gonna do anything, but just as well. So we're up to step 9, I think. Actually, back to the beginning with battery cables. I don't know. We're in there somewhere. What does this say? Invader 350. What does that mean? I might have to look that up. You guys tell me. What's an Invader 350 mean? That's what's in here. It's original. Well, let's do these cables. Okay, which one's which? That one's longer. Let's go there. Kind of starting to run out of workbench over here. Okay. I just went ahead and got them both. I mean, might as well waste the money. We all know that's not what it is. probably gonna have to pull the starter, and I'm not really a fan on that. Which also, I mean, it might look like the truck grew, but it didn't. I put a jack under there. Thought maybe I'd slide under it and try to jump that starter, but you know, I got it up here where I could see in my teeth, and it's just right there. That ram horn exhaust manifold just makes it easy. So I thought, well, it's up here, so we'll just work with it. Okay, yep, could have done the shorter one, but wanted to make sure. And now we shall fish our way down to the starter. Come on, you guys, no, move out of the way. Move out the way. Oh, now it's too tall. It's just too tall now. Oh, I'm too fat for this. Okay. Dangerously close to the exhaust pipe. Maybe I should reroute that. Yep. You know, it sucks not having a good replacement cable. I'll probably have to get something different later, but you know, it's just not convenient. So let's go down this way across the fender, somewhere we can rub a hole in it. Snap it on just like that. How about that? No exhaust getting in the way, that's for sure. So that'll be just fine. So what is this? Step 9 back to paragraph 3, I believe. Okay. Now we all know I'm gonna have to pull the dang starter out of this thing, but can I get lucky just once? No, that ain't gonna work. That sure does act like it's the wrong size. For that nut, this nut's that size. Huh. Let's try this one. Man, that ain't gonna work. Try this one again. Get on there. Come on. I'm gonna have to let this jack down. I can't breathe. What in tarnation is going on down there? Maybe that other cable just wasn't tight down there on that starter. The nut felt tight, but it's got a double knot situation, and well, maybe it just wasn't tight. I don't know. What's going on here? Take it off. It's the right size. I'm just having a complication with that cable in the way, I think. Is that all it is? Yeah, I'll bet. What are you guys doing today? I mean, watching my video apparently, but it's a nice day. We're in September, you know, she's getting down to the end of the nice days. I'm actually pretty happy that I'm able to collect this weekend that we're in because the weather is good. So it's unfortunate under the circumstances, but good in the what time it is for the year. So anywho's, oh, that's barely on there. Come on now. Wow. She's getting sparky. Well, that clamp is not good. Okay, come on now. You're shocking me. Better. Okay. Back to what I was doing. Do you think them volts were just too low? I mean, at 10.7, I don't know what it was. You'd think it'd do something. I don't know. Batter boiling. Okay, I'm actually getting somewhere now. So what I did is I took the double nut scenario. I put one on the back side of the cable, one on the front side of the cable, which brought her out away from that shoulder noid a little bit. I'm actually, well, I was able to get it tightened, but what's going on now? Come on. Oh, there it is. Patience. Did you take your medication today? Oh, I think it's tight. Yep, it's tight. Okay. All right. Got some good clearance on that exhaust. So now maybe. Yep, why not? We'll stick it in this clamp doohickey on the wheel well here. Put her in there. Over here. Oh yeah. I think that's gonna work just fine. Nice thing is I got two new studs that I can actually wrench. Now remember, just tight. You go on the good and you're gonna pull the threads right out of that battery. Ask me how I know. Okay, so now I need one wire that I'm gonna have to patch into this little piggy tail that I'm gonna have to chop off the other cable. Okay, so got this. I mean, this accessory wire is almost as big as the cable. I mean, it's pretty spectacular. So anywho, it comes over onto this on the side of the fender there, and it does a couple of things, magical things, but it does some things. So what we're gonna do is eyeball it, and I think right about there. I mean, what do you guys think? It's right there, and then if this cable ever does find its way to something, I don't know what it would find its way to. Riding lawnmower, maybe? Anyways, we'll have a little pigtail left. I couldn't find anything, and I left my stuff at home, which is just outstanding. So I did find these little guys. They're kind of cute. So I'll try those out for a second. Well, that worked. Now what I need to know is, oh, yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah, maybe. So I best put this end up back on because I don't need it floating around and sparking things up. Easy. That's good. Okay. Okay, actually I think it's getting all the way in there, so that'll be just fine. Okay. Now, I don't have any good crimpers, so I'm going to use that notch right there in these guys just until it's tight. Oh, no, I'm not. Just kidding. Oh, boy. Alright, I don't want to pull test too hard. I'll crimp it proper when I get home with the right stuff. Oh, no, that didn't work at all. Okay. So, there, it just slid back in. We'll pretend it's good. Now, place your bets. I'm going to say it does not crank. Are you freaking kidding me right now? Not only did it crank, it fired, and it's idling. Like seriously, I did not stage any of that. I don't even believe this myself, so trust me, this was not staged in any way. I can't believe that was it. I really thought I was gonna have to take that starter off. Let's bring her back down to the ground. Okay, let's bring her back down to the ground. Holy cow! Ah, maybe not. Let's bring her back down to the ground. Oh, too much, too fast. God, I'm totally flabbergasted, you guys. I knew it would start and run. I thought maybe I'd have to clean the points. It's been a long time since it ran, trust me. But for it to crank over only just a few seconds and fire up and it's idling, totally beyond me. I did not stage this at all. Usually I fight everything to get it going. I thought the starter was coming out, truthfully. Apparently it needed a little more than spaghetti strings to spin it. But it literally cranked. You guys heard it. I mean, it's on video. 3 seconds, maybe 5. Lit off. I never touched the pedal. Nothing. I didn't even put gas in it since earlier in the video. I truly can't believe it. I'm totally beside myself here. Okay, now we can still see it a little bit. And I gave her a couple of the little womps. She had a smoke cloud over here. Figured that was gonna happen. So I think we're gonna go with Derek's old Italian tune-up, but probably not till we get home, so another video. But I mean, look at this. I'm telling you guys, in the 24 years, I don't know, I met the wife in 1998, and I've only seen Grandpa run it once. And it's literally sat right here. I mean, you guys can see the fence right there. There used to be bushes right here growing up over it and such, and tree limbs hanging and rubbing on it. And I mean, she's been right here for a long time and not run, and I am freaking blown away because normally I have problems with everything. And it's because I don't know what I'm doing, but for this thing to crank 3 to 5 seconds, light off, idle, never touch the throttle until you saw me on the camera, I am blown away. So there's only one thing left to do right now, and we'll see if she's got a gear in her. What do we got here? Brake light. Well, you know, those things probably happen, but ooh, think I'm gonna have to go get some blood for it. We got the oil pieces down there. Look at that, it's fluctuating. Battery, she's up on the charge side. Fuel, yeah, we all know there's only a couple gallons in there, but that pump's working, obviously. Okay. Now, because, oh, you know what? Maybe we should start it and check the fluid. Oh, look at that, fired right back up. Okay, so we're gonna pull that stick back there. I'm probably gonna have to go back over across town and get some Murder, She Wrote. I should have pulled that before I started, I suppose, but you know, it's a GM, it'll be fine. Now, since I'm gonna have to go get some Go Juice, I think I might get that tune-up and just do it here, you know, why not? Smoke out the neighbors. What are we looking at? It's a pretty empty stick. Yep. Yep, we're gonna need some. Okay. When we come back, we'll be dumping some blood in her. And we're back. So now we can put a little bit of blood in this guy and see if it'll come to life. Sitting there, I don't know how long we've been, a little while, just barely touching the stick, so she's gonna take a bit. All right, so I bought the big blood bag, and that way we should have enough here. I hate these paper, I don't know, whatever, preference. I'm cheap, so I had to buy cheap. Okay, looks like I got about 2 quarts in there now. Let's see what it says. Well, I didn't mean to go to the ground, but that's fine. Okay. Naturally, it's going to say full. I might have gotten in a hurry. It might still be up in that tube. Let's give her a second. Why do I keep doing this? I must have seen it on YouTube. YouTube certified. Now, I already got an idea brewing around up in the old numbskull. I don't know. I'm thinking of a place for this to be next summer. We'll have to get it home and see how it works out. Okay, what's it say now? Okay, for the moment, it's on the full. Now, we all know it's gonna go down. Here I go with this again. It's gonna go down as we start it. So let's do that. And I'm not gonna pump or prime. Let's see how it twists off. Well, that's a negatory. I kind of wondering if maybe just the battery was too low the whole time. I don't know. Let's see what it says. What's it gonna tell us? It says 11.5. Why won't it go? Why won't it go? Let's put the jump box back. Max amperage. Get it boiling. Give it a minute. Okay. Let's try again. Really? Is this thing just gonna be a one and done or what? Got all excited about it and now she won't go. Again. She's all the way up on super boil mode. Let's try again. Okay, so first of all, no pumps, no primes, fired right off. Second, neutral safety switch on the column. Shifter's a little funky in there. Held it up, gave it the come on over some more. Bam. That's the whole problem the whole time. But I needed new cables, so, you know, I'll say that that's what it was. Reality, safety switch on the steering column. It's weird, I didn't realize it had one, but had to be, because I was messing with the key while I was messing with the shifter, and bam, lit off. So she's already drawing the blood in. Got a transfusion going on, so let's check that level. Oh yeah, she's thirsty, boys. Just got one more quart there. Give it a minute. I've already checked the oil and antifreeze in this truck several months ago, so I'm confident that those are fine. Hopefully the thermostat isn't stuck, so that's why I'm letting it idle. Where we're just going to trailer it, I'll probably do the oil and such at home. Let's see how this tranny's doing. She needs more. If I got to go back to the store, should have bought two. We'll just give it all, just all of it. Needed it. You can see the smoke cleared up too, so that must have been our two-stroke oil that we filled the bowl up with. Lubricate the top of the engine. I'm sure it's still going to smoke out of the pipe, and I forgot the tune-up. So we'll have to do that with the oil once we get home. Which will be sometime tomorrow. That's why I've been out here all day. Plus, you know, sometimes a guy needs his own little safe space, so I stay busy. She's still a pint low. Yeah, right there at a pint low. I guess maybe I could find a little something somewhere here. I don't know. Let's see if it'll grab a gear. Still amazed it fired right off like that once the dummy switch was made. Positive reverse spinach. I mean, she's been in the earth, you know, so I may actually have to give it a little bump to get it out of those holes, but it took reverse. Let's see about first. Better move you guys over here. I don't want you to get hurt, so you guys sit over here and watch the dirt fly. Can you see that even? I mean, okay, let's stand up a little bit. All right, stop looking down at the ground. Pay attention. I went ahead and shut it off so that we can get in there and look at what's hanging up with the old shifter piece. I don't need her taking off on me. All of a sudden it wants to move, so let's go over there and check it out. Okay, right down in here is your steering column situation. Got our shifter on the column, and then you see this right here. You can actually see that it's worn, so this has done this for a while when it was still in service, it looks like. So what it's doing is you try to shift up past neutral and it's hitting that bracket. So what needs to happen, I don't know if you guys can see very good, that needs to come down with the shift lever right up into that notch there. Now we're in reverse with it. And then it'll come down again and go up into park. So there's got to be a switch. Maybe it's inside under the dash, but there's got to be a switch associated with the key, the ignition crank them up too. So maybe I'll look for that, but I think what I'm gonna do for this situation is let's pull it down. We'll go back down neutral there for a minute and give it a little juice. Where's my rejuvenation kit? Where's my rejuvenation kit? Oh, it's up in here. So, and then while we're in here, if you look at this lever right here, it should actually pivot, you know, towards you, which pushes down through the column on that out there on the firewall, brings it up past that. Well, this hasn't got no pivot, so we're going to rejuvenate that. You know, I mean, if this can get the key tumbler going again, it should be able to get the shift lever going again. Get it everywhere. We need to clean her up anyways. Then out here, I'm going to give it a little medicine. Also, just work it in there. Let's get some. Get it down. Okay, so we got it downward. Now we're back up in park there. Let's get some upward too. I mean, just soak her down. We're gonna need it. Needs to work right. Can't start that easy and not shift, for crying out loud. So I am still a pint low on the trans. I don't know if I want to touch anything in here, truthfully, but I don't see any in here either, so I'll have to get a little more. But right now, it's going into gear, actually kicking right into gear. Ooh, would you look at that? I mean, that, I don't know, that's like the SuperTech brand, but that stuff is good. Now, pull it back. Are you guys seeing that? Are you paying attention? Pull back, go up the park. Shot it in there, that came to life. Shot it in there, that came to life. Put it on the hood hinges, that helps. So now, what I'm gonna do is I've got a lot of stuff to clean up. You know, I'm kind of a disaster. Lots of stuff to clean up. I'm gonna see. It was almost trying to rock itself up out of the hole. I'm gonna see if I can force it. Probably burn the transmission up, forcing it out of its grave over there, maybe down the corner. I don't know. You guys wait and see. Okay, went ahead and put the rest of the gasoline in there. The system seems to be working. Now I'm gonna have to get a speed loop and a filter in that line before the pump, but for tonight, messing around and getting on the trailer to go home tomorrow, not worried about it. I'll just have to, you guys remind me it needs done. So let's see if we can get this thing out of its grave. Yes, Skip. Hey, the dome light works. Got it warm. I better give it one pump. Alright, I held it down. I cheated. had her brought up where I could see some things. The coil spring on this side, she isn't in the right place, and I could hear it banging out there in the driveway. So it's probably a good thing we're going on the trailer. The old rotten tires is the reason we are, but it's probably a good thing we are. So I think we'll put that air filter housing and such back in there, and maybe we'll take a little drive. Okay, I'll just put this back like we took it off and pretend like we never had to. Need to evict these squatting spiders. Get them out of here. But really, I mean, the inside of it, she's clean. So, can't complain. Let's see, it was over this way, right, guys? Yeah. And then had this heat tube there. Okay, sure. Yep. Completely original, you guys. Everything is here. It's amazing. Tinkered with over the years, I'm sure. A little bit here and there. But all in all, it's all exactly like it was, which is impressive. Let me beat that filter out on a tree. This is a Baldwin filter. Pretty cool. Old stuff. So stick this back in there just to, you know, keep it clean. And then we'll put the lid back on it. Easy peasy. Now this thing, come on now. Go in there. Oh, there it goes. And you know what? I think the only reason there's anything in it is because the filter's just a little too tall for this housing. So there's a small gap around it, but that's performance based. So, what do you guys think? Should we go for a ride? I think I should. I think I should. Just before dark, we'll take an easy around the block. Probably break down. Okay, this is where she's at, you guys. Right here. 20 years I know of, without a doubt. I only know of it being started one time in that time. But, you know, you can see how deep the holes were. I mean, you can see it on that wheel, but the tires were flat, so it's probably not a fair judgment. But this is where she lived. And we have awakened the old girl. I mean, even though we're calling her Floyd, she's a girl. Floyd the girl. Let's go check it out. You going?
Or you want me to stay here so that
you can go.
When you break down, you can call me?
It don't matter to me. There's just a bunch of crap over there.
I know that.
What if I take it and then you take it? When I come back, you can rip around the block.
I'll rent it.
Huh?
I'll rent it.
No, you wouldn't. I mean, even the dome light, it's amazing. I was wondering if that fuel gauge would work. It's only got 5 gallons in it, and she's twisted all the way. It did move, but it's not correct. Didn't even have to pump at that time. I like that. Oil pressure came right up. Battery charges up. Haven't seen any temperature movement. It might not be on the works. Let's check out the lights. No side marker. Oh, got a single on each side. No markers. No side marker. No side marker. Oh, no tails. No side.
What about now? You got brakes?
So wifey connected the brakes. We've got a little bit right there, but then at the same time, side markers on the back came on. Oh, brights. Yeah, good call. Got all 4 of them. Look at that. She's a freaking beaut. What about a turn? No? Doubt it. Nothing. Nothing. Probably a relay fuse. Mouse chewed. I don't know. What about the backs? Do those again. Nothing. Oh, that one, she comes on but stays on, so definitely a flash circuit somewheres. That's okay. Let's go have a little trip. Ooh, does it wipe? Well, I don't know if I want to touch the wipers.
I don't think it's fair. You're driving it first. It's mine.
No. Oh, almost. The wiper's trying. Oh, there's only one on it. I don't know where the one from this side went. Well, do you want to take it?
No.
I'll let you.
Go have fun. In my truck. That's probably why the seat's so nasty.
Yeah, the window was down just a little bit. Over the years, filled her up with horse manure. Trying to... Oh, hold this. Maybe I can help it. Oh. I think it might have got stuck in the track right there just a little bit. She's been old and sitting around. Thought it was just gonna die there, but it ain't. You know the camera only works if you pointed at what's going on.
Well,
Got her down.
that's why I'm the brains. Not the
really?
cameraman.
Oh, really?
Yep.
You want to rip with me? We can move that
Yeah,
stuff.
that's right.
You can hold the camera while we rip.
I thought that's what we were doing to start with.
Okay, let's do that.
I bet this is when you're wishing it had automatic door locks.
Go over and push the button on the other side.
This is what he would look like in a cage.
Well, I'm not sure what that's gonna take, but it's up. I don't know. Maybe the latch thingy in the jigger is stuck. I don't know. You guys, if you know why the lock is up, we're not getting opened. It's been sitting a long time. You tell me the easiest way to get it open. Guess I'm going by myself. Sorry. Unless you want to go first. All right, kids.
Brains say not to be the first one.
Oh,
Because then I can go on the recovery.
so she thinks that she's going to have to save me. What do you guys think?
Actually, not in this one. This is mine. So it's gonna make it because it's that awesome.
Look at that cool. It's a red light instead of the blues like today's. Let's go. Man, I should have got one of those stick me up here on the dash things. I probably have one. I don't know. Shake through it. You guys will be fine. Ooh, give me a mirror. Just a little bit of mirror action. Okay, it's fine. No, it's fine. Bye-bye, Mama. She's super happy that this sucker started up and be going home for her now, and it's her project and has been forever, but now she can truly do what she's always wanted to, which in all reality is just drive it. No cars. Oh, no power steering. Knew that. Okay, let's go. Ooh, boy, them tires. They got some flat spots. That bumping up and down is all the tires, guys. It's not me and my shaky nerves. Let's go this way, because if you're gonna break down, it's probably better to be on the back side. Shifting nice. That was up to second. Shifted good. I know the stick said it's still a pint low, but come on, we all do it. Oh boy. Yeah, if I was gonna try to drive this home, it would definitely need some attention. Tires primarily. So I'd really like to make this will it run and drive 300 miles to get home, but truthfully I was working nights this week. I didn't really have time to find the tires. Couldn't remember if it was the 5 lug or the 6. It's the 5, by the way. So you know, that's what it comes down to. Needed the trailer over here anyways, for the kids to use for a day, so we'll just put it on the trailer and be sissies about it. And I sure do wish that I could just drive it home, though, to be truthful. This thing is cool. And I'll have to remember my box to stick the camera to stuff. I don't know why I keep forgetting that, not utilizing what's in it. Oh, hey, look at this old car. What do we got up here? Maybe I need to come back over here. What is that? I'm not as good as I used to be. It looks like an Impala. It's an Impala. That is cool, actually. Might have to go talk to them. Oh yeah, she's clean. She looks good. There's a couple old cars over there. I actually know that guy. I should go talk with him too. It's been a long time since I've seen him. Boy, these tires, they're bad. Like, I've seen some bad ones, but these ones even scare me, especially on that I-80 trying to do 80, you know. Got a nice shift there. Quads came open, sucking all the air it could. Well, not all of it. I didn't have it all the way in, but did pretty darn good. Hey, the fuel gauge bounced back to the center section. It's probably, well, it's a floater. As long as it's moving, you've got some fuel, which is all that matters. Brakes are actually pretty good, really. I didn't even open the cap on those, so that's nice. Okay, where did wifey go? Maybe she wants a rip. I'm gonna give her a rip. You want a rip? It's good. It really is. The tire flat spots suck, but it's good. You want to go? No, come on. You got to take her around the back block and look at the Impala over there we need to come back for.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, because now I'm going to be the one it dies on.
I'll come and get you. Don't you worry. She's actually running real good, hon.
I know.
The tires, they're shaky, so don't be getting crazy.
You don't want to go no 300 miles on it?
No, that's definitely not going to happen with those guys. Probably get 2 miles around the curve and blow them right off. Yeah, that's where they were flat. Remember, I filled them up a couple months ago, whenever. This was her maiden voyage. Hey, Ronnie. Hey, babe. You ever drove that? She's never driven it. It's been hers since she was, I don't know, 16 to 18, somewhere in there. It's probably always been hers, truthfully. Her great-grandpa loved driving her around. She's never driven it. So here she goes, maiden voyage. I'm telling you guys, I might have an idea for this old truck. Primarily it's going to be her design and what she likes, but I'll let you know when it's on the trailer what I'm thinking. Oh yeah, she probably didn't know there's no power steering. She's definitely in love. I can still hear it running back there. Oh, there she goes. Here she comes. I can hear it. Now I did notice it's just a single exhaust Y pipe over into a single out. And honestly, it's not even smoking out of the pipe now. It doesn't look like, so that's good. She definitely did not try it out like I do, but you know, she's a cruiser. She's actually a good runner, honestly. I'm very shocked, but not super surprised, but surprised. What'd you think?
You know, for my great grandpa being a really tall guy, this truck is made for a very short person.
Well, I think the seat's up. I think maybe your grandpa moved it up. I never tried to move it back because I didn't want something to pop. So I haven't tried to move the seat yet, but she's a pretty good runner, huh?
I think that's your closest to power car. So far.
Oh, you already gave it away, you devil. I haven't given it away yet. All right, I got to take one more rip. We got any temps on the gauge? I can't see. There's no gauge lights. No gauge lights. Uh-oh. No gauge lights. Okay, I don't see any tempers on the gauge. Should have come up, so I think I might know what it is. I saw a wire hanging, but I didn't see any place for it, so might have to check that out. But as far as I can smell, she ain't getting hot. Let's go. I mean, she's definitely warmed up and idling down a little bit more than it was, which is to be expected, especially with something that's been sitting around. So, but over hot, we're not. Riding along in my automobile, super happy to be behind the wheel. That's probably how they should have went. I don't know. Let's go this way now. Getting adventurous. Speedo's working. Huh. Cool. Like that. Gas gauge is still floating. We're fine. That'll be okay. You know, you can't say enough about these old rigs. They're time capsules. Makes you wonder why they went so far away from people actually having to drive. I don't know. We'll never know, I guess, but let's go ahead and rip her down this side road. We don't want to go too much further and find the Laramie's finest, you know. Don't tell them we were out here. We're just testing on it. Ooh, she kicked down. Oh, nice. Oh, I even felt the third there. Feels really good, actually. I may have to recheck that. It might not be a pint low now, but I'm sure it is. But I like how it kicked down properly. Shifted smooth. I mean, it went from one gear to the next. There's no slipperage. Now I'm sure it was low because it sat there all those years. If you look underneath, the pan's all crusty. Well, it's not even crusty, it's all grimy and gunky and whatnotty. So I'm sure it just dripped out over time. Well, there's another one right there. Whew. It's a little rougher than this one, to be honest. The inside might be better, but the body's a little rougher. Over here, you know, we got one of those automotive schools, so these kids, they come in and out with all kinds of cool stuff sometimes. And yeah, the brakes actually, you know, for not having a power booster of any kind, the brakes feel good, doing their thing. Yeah, she jumps right into second gear. That's nice. Kind of floats into third, but she's probably just about right, to be honest. Better start wallowing up back here. I don't want to have a surprise brake stopped and see what those guys are watching on their TV over there, but we'll ease her down to the stop. I think the wifey is going to have some fun times with this old girl, even though we call her Floyd. I think that's just how it's going to be. Okay, so now we're coming down to the stop. So we got the engine good and hot now. And we're just holding the brake, no throttle. She's idled down. Probably needs a good cleaning. But you know, I cannot believe how well it started, how well it's running. It's just sad I can't drive her home to see if it'll do it. Well, we're getting a little too dark. No tail lights on the back, no brake lights to be seen, no turn lights to be heard of. I think we better scoot her back in the driveway and stop messing around. Not ready for a burnout. Not ready for the burnout. No need to break it. Jeez, we just barely got it going. Come on now. Let's go back here and turn it around. I just leave it back here, but them kids are going to be back with some hay on that trailer, so I don't want it to be in the way. Got a U-joint plank. That's weird. Yeah, I definitely did see that coil spring on the front, so even if I had good tires, I'd have to look at that a little bit closer, because something did not seem like it was fitting properly. Now the true test will be in the morning when I come out and hit the switch, if it'll rip or not. Boy, that shift lever works a lot better now too, so look not. The gas gauge is accurate again. Oil pressure, it's dropped a little. She's hot now. Old oil. Still charging on that battery. Still no temperatures on that gauge. Doesn't smell hot though, so pretty cool. I think I'll see you guys in the morning. Well, good morning, everybody. How's it going? It's early. Not super early, but you know, it's early. It's Sunday, it's early. Anyways, we're back. This is actually the second day. You guys already know that. I mean, we're smart. So today, you know, it's kind of a mixed day. It's a good day, but not a great day. So on this hand, you know, we've got to go through family's personal things, you know, so that's never great. But over here on this other hand that's holding the camera, it's good because, you know, we have the privilege to savor and definitely do right for Floyd. So right now the fancy truck over there says it's 55. I'm gonna say it's a cool 55. Now if the wind would ever stop around here, maybe it would truly be 55, but stone cold. I just come outside myself, put on the hoodie. Let's see what she does. No pumps, no primes. What's it say? Ooh. Maybe she needs a little choke. Are you kidding me? I must have some sort of a draw because the battery's down. By the way, I didn't point these guys out yesterday. It's got them eagles on the hood. That's pretty classy. All right, farm and ranch store battery, you know, maybe, I don't know, there's probably something drawing her down, but we'll get some juice on her. Okay, I've had her on boil mode for 10 minutes or so. Let's see what it does. That is fantastic. I only gave it that one pump you guys saw just to kick the choke on. Fires right up. It's unbelievable, truly. But there it is. I mean, we're looking at it. Alrighty, let's get this thing loaded up. With any kind of luck, relatively soon, we can hit the interstate. kids don't even know what a good old dimmer switch is. All right, guys. Appreciate you watching. Go walking too. I don't know. Appreciate you guys walking. Jiminy Christmas. It's gonna be one of those days for the rest of the day. Trust me. But we have some hope here. So appreciate you guys watching. After you've been walking, maybe you'll go walking now. I don't know. Thanks for watching, though. I think old Floyd right here, we're thinking about that hot rod power tour thing. Be the first time we ever do it. Maybe. I got a couple other ideas. I pretty much have plan A through P. If I got to take this platinum, we're going. So, you guys stick around. The main goal right now is to get this ready for it, amongst all the other lifetime things that go on, you know. But right now, that's kind of the goal. So you guys come back, subscribe. That'd be cool. Then you know what we're doing, when we're doing it. So I surely do appreciate it. You know, it gets me off the couch, and it makes me happy that people are actually checking me out, and the silly, doesn't make any sense things that we do, but we're gonna keep doing it, keep bringing it to you. So appreciate you. I'll catch you next time.